Thanks. Alan Hudson, my good friend, with me today. We're talking a bit of football, a bit of pub talk for you. Alan, we've had a couple of games last night. We've had Tottenham West Ham and Leicester Brighton. Let's talk about Tottenham quickly. With Harry looked like he was back in a bit of form yesterday.
Yeah, they played a different way. I think they learned against Manchester United, Marino again. Different opposition, West Ham.
It was a little bit easier for him, obviously.
Well, they were funny. They had a lot of the ball, West Ham, and didn't really look like doing anything with it. But I think they would have been happy trying to nick a point.
First half was positive for West Ham. I thought they played quite well.
Yeah, they didn't do bad, and they're probably looking to get a dead ball or something, get it in the area where Tottenham can be a bit vulnerable. But yeah, I think overall it was a fair result. And Harry scored.
Yeah, well, I was glad to see him because he was non-existent against the week before. He just didn't look the old Harry Kane we know, and he was lively, snappy, few little shots, in the action all the time. That's what we like to see.
We spoke about it the other day, Don, but what we never touched on, I remember thinking afterwards that I think he's had a bit of a falling out with the manager. I think, and there's been speculation that he might be moving. Yeah. So that could be something to do with his form.
And of course the injury was, quite a severe injury. And, an operation for a hamstring isn't like everybody's cup of tea.
And he's a big boy.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
He's a big lad.
So in the end, Tottenham would be pleased with that. The Hammers, obviously, they're looking in deep trouble now. I'm saying no more, Al. I know you're like. You think they'll go down?
They got their two toughest tests out of the way. West Ham. Now
they played decent football the first half. I mean, they was in the game, big time in the game.
They do better against the better teams, right. West Ham, funny enough. But now they've gone into the hat now, where they're playing all the relegation rivals.
Yeah, they've got a chance to
pick up. So it starts hotting up now. They're all 6-pointers now.
Yeah, good. And my old team, Brighton, what a performance at Leicester last night.
Well, you got to love their manager. They know what.
He's a rookie. He's come in. He's been sensational now. This last couple of games, really, Yeah. Beating the Arsenal 2-1. Yeah. Gone there. Disputed VAR penalty. Probably should have got it. Could have had 2 or 3 other chances in the first half, and
could have been 3-0 up last night half time at Leicester, which is quite a feat.
Yeah, really.
And I always judge Leicester by the goalkeeper, and he didn't look very happy. He's a perfectionist. I love Schmeichel's kid.
He's
a great goalie.
He has been phenomenal.
He's a competitor as well. Most goalies are. They're a bit cracker. They say you've got to be crackers to be a goalie, but this kid is. He's a real deal, and he shows when he ain't happy with their performance.
I mean, as we said earlier in a couple of our videos we put out there, Brighton are always going to be a gritty, determined team. And it's looking that way now.
Yeah, we said they'd get out, didn't we? From word go, and they showed that.
I mean, one more win for them, and a little draw here and there, that'll be them.
Yeah, I think they're done and dusted. And the good thing about them, they won't stop there.
No,
they're a big, as you said, they're a big tough unit.
Well, they had Duncan Duffy back yesterday. They got Byrne there. They're all about 6'4". I mean, who's going to beat them? Who's going to beat them in the air?
They could have their photo down at the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, well,
they're massive. He's 6'7", the right back, the left back, wherever he plays. Byrne, but
so I suppose Brighton would be happy, maybe a little bit disappointed they didn't get 3 points. But if they said, "Look, we'll give you a point before you go to Leicester," I'm sure they'd have ripped their arm off.
Yeah, Leicester have been a little bit disappointed in it.
Yeah, and Jamie Vardy,
I didn't know he was playing until I poured myself a drink at half time, and then I heard his name. I thought they brought him on.
Right, yeah. A bit quiet.
Yeah, for someone that's chasing the golden boot, I thought he'd be doing a bit more. Maybe
getting onto the golden boot now. We've got the games tonight. My man Rashford. I'd like to see him get a couple tonight against Sheffield United, who at this moment in time seem as though they've sort of fallen apart a little bit. Obviously, the red card.
You know what? Funny thing is, Don, we've been waiting for their bubble to burst all season. Because they've been punching well above their weight. They've been playing terrific football, and it seems that the lockdown has burst their bubble. It just might be that way. I might be,
Well, it looks that way, don't it?
But like we said, we'd stop the momentum, and keep stopping matches and that. The lockdown will find a lot of teams out. Leicester have come out, they're not anything like we thought they'd be. And Sheffield United seem to, their bubbles burst, and now they're...
I mean, one team that would be Man United. You know, they've won their last, I think, 4 before the lockdown.
Yeah.
He's on a good roll. Got a good result at Tottenham. Pogba's back. He starts tonight. I'm looking for a big game from him tonight. And I think the opposition, Sheffield United, could be right up his street today.
Yeah, yeah. We'll find out tonight about Sheffield United with their bubble outburst. There's no better stage to find them out.
No,
See,
absolutely.
they're very, they're Yorkshire, you know, they're just Yorkshire v Lancashire, isn't it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So it's a big test.
Can my man Rashford get a couple of goals to get me up that goal?
Well, I'm not in your
give me a
half
chance.
now.
you know?
No.
I've took the 16-1. Come on,
Oh,
Marcus.
well, if you bet him, I want him to be goal.
Oh, I bet him.
want
Yeah,
him to
don't
be
worry, I'll
goal.
bet him. I'm going to bet Danny Ings as
Well,
well.
I'm gonna-
He's a big outsider.
Yeah.
I'm going
yeah.
to sling a score on Danny. Hopefully, he looks like he's hungry and he's in the right position. I'm a bit disappointed with Marcus being a little bit withdrawn. I want him in the box a bit more, showing a bit more of that electric speed, getting onto things first. You know, as you said the other day, he don't like heading the ball that much. You can guarantee he'll head one in tonight, folks. If Alan said he don't like heading it.
Well, you know when the ball's on the other side, exactly. You know, he's got to start coming in
It's
at the
like
far
Lineker used
post.
to get all his goals, whipping across the
Yeah.
defender and getting there
But
first.
the winger, Don, the wide player, you as a fullback, you don't want your winger going in far post, do you? You want him to stay out wide.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, coming on late on the
Yeah,
headers. And I
that's it,
think
yeah.
with Rashford,
He's making it a little bit easier for fullbacks, defenders.
Yes, and I think the jury's still out on him. It is with me, and I think maybe in the lockdown he was probably concentrating on earning too much money for the kids and not enough concentration on his football.
Well, hopefully all that's behind him now. He can concentrate on getting a few goals, getting Don Shanks a couple of quid. Christmas is coming up soon, Marcus, you know. And anyway, I'm thinking Man United will, you know, come out victors of that game. A quick note: Newcastle Villa, huge game for Villa.
Every game is a cup final for Villa. Them teams down the bottom, every one. I mean, they're all 6-pointers now.
Grealish against Shelby in there could be a bit of stick flying about there from John Joe and a few of the Newcastle boys.
Newcastle got a good result against Sheffield United.
Yeah.
The man getting sent off. I think that was welcome 3 points. I think Newcastle will suit Jack. Big pitch. He's due to come good.
Right.
They're only 3 games in, but he's been the one spark so far. For
I
them.
did think Newcastle actually, you know, were bright against Sheffield United. You know, they had a bit of zip about them. The guy up front who missed the sitter, he got the goal in the second half. So who knows what we're going to get from Joe Brighton, whatever it is, what we're going to get from him. He, you know, he's due maybe to pay a little bit back of that 40 million they paid for him and get a few more goals tonight to keep the Newcastle fans happy watching TV anyway.
Yeah, they beat Sheffield United. I think they're always going to be, you know, with Steve Bruce, they're never going to go any higher than that.
They might just, if they get 2 up, they might just sit there and that'll be it for the day.
I don't think that'd be a game worth watching.
Poor old Norwich play Everton tonight. If they don't get something tonight, we'd have to say that they're 100% gone.
They're gone.
They are gone.
They're gone. Poor old Delia.
And Everton played well against Liverpool in the local derby, which you expect in a local derby to have a right go, and they did. In the end, they could have got a goal or 2 and maybe have got the points. But, you know, the draw was probably a fair result.
I think Liverpool going through the motions at the moment. I think they're just going to pick their game when they want to pick the trophy up. I think.
Well, they got their game tonight. Crystal Palace, the informed team, 9th in the Premier League. Palace. I mean, ages ago, I think they finished 3rd one time, but they're 9th now. They look a proper unit under Roy Hodgson right now.
Crystal Palace now will attack Liverpool. They'll
Well, I mean, the big matchup: Trent Alexander-Arnold, Zaha.
Yeah.
I'm with Zaha because when he's going to attack him, I don't think the fullback can stop him. And like Ayew in the middle, I think Palace are a real dangerous side on the break, and I think Liverpool rely on Robertson's back tonight at left back so they can go forward that side. Maybe they'll say to Trent Arnold, well, yeah, let's keep him, let's not give him the office today, let's keep him sort of like quiet, and then we keep Palace quiet. But I don't think you can keep Zaha quiet. I really don't.
No, he's a pest, isn't he?
And it'll test how good Arnold is defending. You know, he's a fullback, you know, that's where he is, but he's like a winger. You know, he crosses more balls than anyone in the Premier League, and they're incredible.
They're good in the break.
So if I was Roy Hodgson, I'd say to Zaha, right, he's coming forward. when he makes his run, if you're going to stay with him, fine. If you can pass him over, not a problem. And then when you get it, you're straight at him. And I think that is the weapon. So Liverpool are going to win the Premier League. Game. We all know it. But this game is going to be of real tactical interest.
Yeah. I don't think they won't want to lose a game at Liverpool, but I think they're just waiting for the big day.
But we would be. Palace are ninth, and they're going well. They've got a European chance now. They won't be hanging about up there. They won't be like just sitting back and saying whatever. I think they're going to have a go at them.
I think you're right. I think they're right.
So that game, although Liverpool are, more or less 4's on with the bookies, are they really a 4-on chance to beat a hungry Palace team? Well-organised team?
No.
I wouldn't be queuing up to take it.
No.
They might win. They probably should win, but I don't think it's going to be an easy game.
No, they don't make it easy.
And I do feel Palace will at least get 1 goal, maybe 2. Is that enough? We'll have to wait and see. Our team, the team we both love, Wolves got Bournemouth. Big game, obviously, for both teams. Eddie Howe especially, they need to get something down there in that relegation zone. They need to lift the lads a little bit. Players looked as though they really, really needed the game last week against the Palace. Now that they might be a bit sharper, a bit stronger, can they cause Wolves problems?
Well, they got, I think they got 75% of their points, 80% of their points at home. They're not good travellers. Wolves are playing smashing. They really are impressive. The only chance Bournemouth have got is Wolves don't really go at teams from the start. They play a good possession.
They're a big second half team, Wolves.
Yeah,
they get a lot of results in the second half of their games.
They try and wear teams down and put them in a full sense of security, and then they hit them. But they're a terrific side, and I feel for Bournemouth. But
I think Bournemouth do have goals in them, and we'll have to just wait and see. Just excuse us 1 minute, guys. Yeah, sorry about that. A little technical hitch.
Yeah, you saw it.
We're just talking about Wolves and Bournemouth. Don't know actually what you got in there. We'll just go over that quickly again now. Wolves are, without doubt, the surprise, sharp footballing team of the season.
They're my football. They're the team I really do put myself out to watch. Yeah. I love the way they play.
They are entertaining.
They're refreshing.
And they're slightly different as well. Yeah. I mean, if someone said name 3 Liverpool players, you'd name them all. If someone said name 3 Wolves players, you'd be scrambling and thinking, okay, Traore, does he play all the time? Jimenez, but they certainly are. They're a real slick, fast-moving outfit, and I think they could be destined for Champions League. It might be a little bit too far this year, but they're certainly that quality.
Yeah, absolutely. I think from right back to outside left, I think man for man they are a complete football team.
I mean, look at the 2 subs they brought on at West Ham. Imagine that. Pedro scores one of the best goals of the season. Rifles it in. And Traore comes on and just puts the perfect ball in with him. And
you know what reminded me of?
No, go on. Oh, me.
No, your goal against Leeds.
Arsenal. The one I scored against Arsenal, you mean?
Oh, Who's the other team you scored?
Oh, there were so many out. There were so many.
It's the same. Well struck, Donald.
Yeah,
well struck. Yeah. I taught you that one.
I remember that at the old academy. Anyway, guys, we've gone over the games. If you're having a bet tonight, get lucky. Alan and myself will be back in probably tomorrow, have a chat about what's been going on the last few days. And we'd like to get some positives with VAR. They did get the penalty right the other day when they robbed me. Hopefully there's no big errors or mishaps tonight out, and we get some nice good results. I'd like Liverpool to win the league tonight, take the pressure off. Don't know whether they'll do it, as I said. But there's only one thing that's got to happen tonight, is Rashford to get the hat-trick, okay? So from me, Don.
So you'll have a pick-up.
From Alan, stay safe, everybody.
Marcus, Donald.
Enjoy the football, and we'll all speak again tomorrow. Bye.